Alright guys, I promised I'd do these next, so we're gonna do them. I actually did have some more stuff come in yesterday and today that I'm kind of a little bit more excited for, but we're gonna do these trends hobbies today. I've got both of the Lamborghini Temerarios here, so we're gonna take a look at those. Let me show you guys what else I got. So I got the Kiloworks Audi R8 in, the boring concept version. First impressions, it actually looks pretty nice, so we'll take a look at that one at some point. And then I got some Motor Helix in as well. There was a big drop on RC Mart like a week or so ago, a little over a week ago. I got two of the R35s, the Nismos. So I got the Stealth Gray one. These are the Special Edition 2022s. And then I also got the one in Vibrant Red. So definitely going to be taking a look at those at some point soon. And then I got the Mazda 787B in the blue and white livery, the number 18 car as well. This box is way bigger than the other 787B box. I don't know why, I don't know what's in here, but this thing is huge. Like, it's really tall. So I'm curious to see what exactly is inside there. Anyways, we'll go ahead and jump into these trends hobbies. So, this Temerario release is pretty well timed. The Lamborghini Temerario just released in Forza Horizon 6, and I've been cruising around in it, and it is very satisfying. So when the Temerario first got announced, I was kind of skeptical of the new design. Obviously, this is the successor to the Huracan, and I wasn't sure how I felt about the design. I will say it has grown on me quite a bit, and I think I actually do really like it. So, yeah, Trends Hobby. We've been getting pretty familiar with them. Overall, their stuff that they make is really good for the price. I don't remember exactly what I paid for these because I did order these from AliExpress. I decided to not go through RC Mart because these were already released and RC Mart's taken forever to get their stuff. So I went ahead and got this through AliExpress along with this Porsche. I think I paid somewhere around $15 a piece for these. So basically mini GT price, right? Obviously, I'll put that up on screen, but yeah, so this is Trends Hobby number 125 and 126. Again, the one thing that does kind of bug me about these is they don't actually put like the color or the manufacturer paint code on the box anywhere, which is kind of unfortunate because I don't personally know exactly what these colors are called. I'm sure this is a Verde something, and yeah, I have no idea about this one. This one's like a bluish gray. So that's like my one complaint with Trends Hobby is I really wish they'd put a little bit more on the box. For stock cars, I wish they'd put like the color. And then for like the race cars, I'd wish they'd put a little bit more information about the event. But anyways, these both do have Lamborghini licensing, which is fantastic to see. And then, of course, the Trends Hobby sticker and whatnot. So yeah, the only information we have about these is that they are Lamborghini Temerarios. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Again, the design of this car has grown on me quite a bit. At first, I really didn't like the back end of them. I thought the back end looked kind of funky, and I'll show that here in a sec. But the more I've looked at it and then driving it around in Forza this past week, it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know that it's better than the Huracan. The Huracan's kind of hard to beat. But I definitely don't mind it. It's not as bad as some of the Ferrari slop that they've been putting out lately. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this one first. So this is like a matte metallic color, which looks really nice here. So it's just like a bluish gray metallic. It's matte. It looks really nice. The flake in the paint it's actually quite small. Like, it's not like ridiculously oversized or anything. And then I'm seeing lots of carbon fiber on this thing as well. So first impressions, it looks pretty good. I do think that this has an opening hood, and I think the rear hatch might open as well. I think the rear hatch actually comes off. So let's take a look at that first, because that's kind of like one of the big selling points of these. This is going to be hard to take off, I have a feeling. Trying to get under it with my nail, but it's not going to work. I'm going to have to stick my pick in here and pull up. There we go. So yeah, this whole little panel that comes off is done in carbon fiber, which is actually pretty nice. It looks good. It's got all the holes and stuff going through it. And then there is the detail underneath it. It looks pretty good. It's not like the most incredibly detailed thing ever, but I'd say for the price of this, that's some really nice detail. You've got like the engine cover in there and just all sorts of other stuff. Maybe like a fluid reservoir on the left side, some different lines and stuff. So it looks really nice, for what it is. And then this is held on with one magnet in this back part. You see that little circle. So you just stick it in there. That magnet holds it on. It actually holds in pretty well. The panel gaps are not bad at all, especially because I feel like the panel gaps kind of help it because you're going from blue to like that carbon fiber. So it's like a difference in color, which I feel helps kind of blend in a little bit more. But yeah, the panel gap's not bad at all on that back panel. And I assume it's going to be the same thing for this green one. Yeah, looks really nice. So that is good. And then I also see back here that the rear wing is carbon fiber. I believe this is active aero. I can't remember for sure, but that wing I think comes up on the real car. But yeah, there's the back view. Again, wasn't really sure about the back view of this car when it first came out, but now I don't think it's too bad. I did think it was kind of weird how visible the rear wheels were from the back of the car, but yeah, obviously that's just like preference. And then, like I said, I think this front panel comes up too. I'm going to try to get it with my fingernail. Oh yeah, it looks like that'll come up pretty easy. And then yeah, there's I don't know what that is, if I'm being honest. Actually, that's luggage, right? That looks like a couple suitcases. Looks like they've got some like wheels on this side. I was gonna say it kind of looks like some sort of like radiator, but no, I'm pretty sure that's just some luggage. Doesn't seem like it comes out, but yeah, it's got the frunk. Again, I don't really know why this is necessary. Like, why do we need to do opening parts for frunks? Like, I get the, like, engine bay, but, like, I don't think this is necessary because you can definitely tell that there's some, like, an opening part here. Like, there's definitely some pretty major panel gappage up here at the very front of it. So, yeah, I don't personally prefer that, but it's also not, like, the worst panel gap I've ever seen, but I definitely think that this could do without it. The body lines on the hood look really good, though. These like V-shaped lines. Lamborghini badge is printed on in the front, which looks nice. And the headlights look decent. They're very small headlights on this car to begin with, and then there's like a couple round bulbs back in there. I don't know if they replicated those round bulbs very well. It looks like there's some sort of detail. I actually might be able to see it better with the hood up. Maybe. I mean, there's definitely some detail back behind that lens. You can see it in there, some silver detail, but with the front closed and the kind of covered, there's not really too much. I do see like a little round part right there in there, but yeah, nice clear acrylic. I mean, for the most part, pretty good. And then the daytime running lights in these hexagonal shapes up here look pretty good as well. Just outlined in some silver, and then like some front grille detail up here. Overall, like, front end looks pretty good. Not a big fan of this opening front section, just because why? There's not really anything there. I mean, okay, cool. You can see the two suitcases in the front. I don't really feel like that's necessary. But anyways, the back panel is really nice. Here's the wheels. These do have brake details. It's going to be very difficult to see on these wheels. You'll just have to take my word for it. It's got, I'm trying to see if it's got like slotted disc. It looks like these just have like a silver flat brake disc, but then they do have red brake calipers. Again, it's really hard to see. I don't think I'm going to... Oh, you can kind of see the red caliper in there. So yeah, they do have nice brake details. They've got a little bit of like a Lamborghini badge in the center of the wheel. It doesn't look that good though, which is fine. It's super tiny. And the wheels themselves look pretty good too. They're nice. They're shaped really nicely. They're just done in like a black plastic color. They didn't paint them or anything, which is pretty similar to what Mini GT does. So overall, pretty good. And these should both roll quite nicely as well. So we'll do a quick roll test. Yep, they roll very good. So that's a big plus. So yeah, and then the base of these should also be metal. Yep, it is metal. They're held on with these button head screws, so that is good. So yeah, they roll. They've got brake details, metal base, opening parts. The carbon fiber work is really nice throughout it, so you've got some on the side right there. I don't think there's any interior color on this one. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. No, there's a little bit of color in that like center console area. I see some red in there. There's a Lamborghini badge on the steering wheel too. It's hard to see. The glass kind of distorts it. So yeah, there's a little bit of interior detail in there. Nothing crazy, but definitely a little bit there. The mirrors are also done in carbon fiber, which is nice. Then they've got the, is that just silver paint? Yeah, they've just got some silver paint in there, which is fine. But yeah, here's the back. Again, like these hexagonal design taillights. They are done in acrylic, which looks really nice. We got the exhaust in the center. And then just more carbon fiber. So you've got a little bit down here on the edge of the diffuser. You've got the little auxiliary brake light painted in there, which is nice. Lamborghini lettering looks good. Temerario on the license plate, and then some more carbon fiber on the bottom side of that wing. Overall, I actually quite like this. It's really nice. They didn't do carbon fiber for the side skirt or anything, which is fine. I don't know that it actually needs it. There's a little bit of a badge or some text right there. Well, overall, like, it looks pretty good. I really like this color. The opening parts are cool. Again, I'll continue saying it. I don't really feel like this frunk is necessary. Like, it's just, electric cars don't need opening parts. Supercars that don't have anything in the front except for a little storage area, I feel like don't need an opening part there. I wish this would have just been one solid piece and then just have this opening rear panel for the engine. And again, engine detail was actually pretty nice. It looks pretty good in there. So yeah, not really any huge complaints with this one, aside from I just wish that the front end of it didn't open. But other than that, it's a pretty nice model. I definitely think it's worth the price. We looked at those Porsche Taycans, and they were okay. They weren't great, but they weren't bad either. I definitely think that these Lamborghini Temerarios were done much better than the Porsche Taycans so far. So yeah, let's take a look at the green one now. Again, really nice looking metallic paint on this one. I love the red accents as well. So yeah, very nice looking green paint. I will say it does show up brighter on in person. It's a little dull and muted on camera. I don't know why my camera does that, but it's got the same black wheels. I still see the red calipers in there. So nice brake details. We already saw this one does roll. Metal base again, but yeah, pretty much the same car. It does have some slight differences where the roof is just a gloss black, which actually looks pretty scratched up. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but the roof is pretty scratched. But yeah, gloss black roof. It's got this gloss black panel right here in front of the wing, which obviously different than the blue one. It didn't have that gloss black panels. But everything else should be pretty much the same. It's got the removable engine hatch on this one as well. Same details in there. Looks pretty good. It's got the little V8 badging in there. And yeah, the front section should open up as well. Again, I think this is unnecessary on this car. If there was an engine in there, sure. But I don't really see the point in this. It does have the luggage, whatever. But yeah, panel gaps on this one are actually look worse than the blue one, because I don't know if it's to do with like the color of it, but yeah, it definitely looks. Actually, I mean, they both don't really look that good, huh? Actually, no, I'd argue the green one looks a little better. Panel gaps on that blue one were a little rough. So yeah, that's like my one negative about this car casting so far is. Really just don't need that front end open. But yeah, the paint's really nice. Again, the carbon fiber details are really cool. They've got some red accenting on the mirrors for this one. Really like these daytime running lights up at the front. The badges all look really good. The taillights are nice. It's like overall, really not bad castings. I just like delete the opening frunk and this thing is like pretty much perfect for the price. I'm also very curious to see how this casting compares to Mini GTs, because, like I said earlier, pretty much like Mini GT pricing, maybe a little bit more than Mini GT. Which, I mean, fair enough. You're getting brake details and opening parts, but usually Mini GT's castings for the price are very solid. I kind of treat Mini GT as like the gold standard, and so I'm very curious to see how these will compare to Mini GT's Temerarios. So as soon as those release, we'll definitely do a comparison video between the two. But for now, until the Mini GT's release, I'm actually pretty happy with these. I think they look pretty good. So if you're a Lamborghini fan or you just really like the Temerario, whatever it is, I definitely recommend picking these up, or at least one color. if I was to just pick one out of the two, I would absolutely go for this matte metallic blue. The paint on this one is beautiful. So I definitely pick up this one. The green is nice too. If you really like green, this one's nice. But again, remember, this one does show up better in person. You're not, the camera is lying to you guys right now for this one. But yeah, nice castings. Again, not much negative except for the panel gaps on the front. They did an excellent job with these rear hatches right here. Like, no complaints there. Just maybe not add in all these unnecessary opening parts. Like, yeah, it's cool you can have it opened up, but like, a car like this doesn't really need the opening parts. I had the same complaint with the Porsche Taycans and their opening parts too. Does the Taycan really need opening parts? It's an electric car. I don't personally think so. Maybe somebody does, but yeah, that's kind of like my whole thoughts on these. Is pretty good. Not too bad. So yeah, let me know what you guys think as well. I know there was a few of you guys that were looking forward to this, so I'm curious to hear what everyone thinks of these. I definitely think they're better than the Taycans. The Taycans weren't super great. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.